So when I was in the 4th grade, my godmother asked me, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I said, "Easy, Mortal Kombat 2 on Super Nintendo." And she said, "Mortal Kombat? That sounds kind of violent." And I said, "It's not violent, that's just the title." But of course it was violent. That was half the appeal to my juvenile lizard brain. But to quote the Fresh Prince, parents just don't understand. And that extends to godparents as well. Actually, my parents were pretty cool when I was growing up. They let me own the original Mortal Kombat trilogy on Super Nintendo, including Ultimate MK3. And in 1995, they took me to the movie theater to go see Paul W.S. Anderson's Mortal Kombat. At the time, I thought it was the coolest movie ever made, especially after the complete letdown that was the Street Fighter movie a year earlier. I even owned a bootleg VHS copy of Mortal Kombat, purchased in downtown Los Angeles. It was clearly just a recording of a movie theater screening, because you could actually hear the audience laughing during the movie. Mortal Kombat with a laugh track. The 90s. But at least I had it months before the official home video release, right? But now we're here, it's 2021, and it's Mortal Kombat for a whole new generation. This one's directed by Simon McQuoid, who is an in-demand, award-winning director of commercials. But his only other IMDb credit is a short film. Man, what a dope opportunity for your debut feature film. Mortal Kombat just right out the gate. Fair play to you, sir. I haven't read the synopsis or looked at a cast list. I just want to be totally surprised by this trailer. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's test our might. This is the trailer for Mortal Kombat!
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive. When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds.
That's how he becomes Jax, isn't it? Ooh!
The target had superhuman ability.
Brutal. Brutality.
It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Dragon birthmark.
Different cultures.
Probably a
all over
brand,
the world.
right?
Reference a great tournament. Of champions. That dragon marking. I think it's an invitation.
This looks great.
To fight for something known.
Nice. Ooh.
It's Mortal Kombat.
He was in Westworld, right?
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, Jax.
Kung Lao.
Nice.
All right. The fate of Earth is in our hands.
No matter how many of my people we put in the ground,
We will not fail.
Shao Kahn?
kill them.
Whoa. Nice. Liu Kang. Oh, Goro! Wow, that Liu Kang costume kind of looks like Ryu from Street Fighter, though, right? Oh! They're not playing around. Have to say it, don't you? Wow. Okay.
China wins. You fucking beauty.
It's a whole fatality montage at the end. Was the 1995 Mortal Kombat rated R or PG-13? I don't remember, but either way, I don't remember it getting as brutal as that. I'm glad that they're making a Mortal Kombat that's just unapologetically rated R. You're starting to see a lot of reboots of franchises from the 80s and 90s right now, and they're making new installments, but they're rated PG-13, even though the originals were rated R. And that's just not a good call, you know? It's just like, just let the franchises be what they are, you know? And for Mortal Kombat, it has to be rated R. Like, what are you going to do with a PG-13 Mortal Kombat? And I'm not somebody who thinks that, like, a movie has to be violent or has to be this or that, but I mean, it's a case-by-case basis, right? And Mortal Kombat's Mortal Kombat. Like, if you can't have fatalities, then, you know, what's the point? There were some cool shots in that. The actors looked all really well cast. I guess there's a new character in there, right? The guy with They said it was a birthmark, but I honestly think it's going to turn out to be some sort of branding that they like, brand these, when they're kids, then maybe they brand them with this dragon symbol. That's what it looked like to me. But yeah, I don't know who that character was. He didn't look familiar. I'm guessing maybe he's going to be like a surrogate type of character for the audience, which in the first one they kind of used Johnny Cage that way, right? He was sort of the surrogate for like normal humans who didn't know anything about the tournament. He was always kind of the fish out of water in that movie. But it looks like they're going with a similar angle here. I think I read that the character is supposed to be an MMA fighter in this movie, which I guess makes more sense in 2021. MMA is more of a thing now than action stars are. I mean, in the 90s, you had Jean-Claude Van Damme, you had Steven Seagal, Schwarzenegger, Stallone. You had all these guys who were specifically action heroes. And you don't really have that anymore. You don't have action stars. I mean, you do have people who are like martial artists who make films and, they're great at what they do, but they're just not the marquee level names that a name like, Van Damme or Schwarzenegger was in the 90s. So it makes more sense to go with an MMA fighter, I think, for this take. If you want to go that route at all, I feel like they should kind of just do a Mortal Kombat where there is no human surrogate character, where you just are in Outworld and, it's just totally drops you into the mythology. That would be pretty cool. Maybe if they do a sequel, they can get more into that. But yeah, why even involve Earth other than, if you do like, was it Mortal Kombat 3, where the plot line was that Earth was being invaded by Outworld? That would be cool to do at some point. But other than that, I mean, I feel like you don't really need an audience surrogate necessarily. People know what Mortal Kombat is. And I think at this point, it's just kind of like any fantasy. Like at this point, if you're going to do a Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, like you don't really need an audience surrogate. You can just drop people into that fantasy world and, hit the ground running. But we'll see how this goes. This looks really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to drop in theaters and on HBO Max in April, so that's not too far away. Yeah, it looks fun. So let me know what you think of that trailer in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. And if you want more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And remember to ring the bell for notifications. So anyway, that's going to do it for me for today. Thanks for watching. My name's AJ. This has been Good Movies and Music. Thanks for watching and have a good day.